State Wolfpack and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside is 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
And that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Such a big decision early in the game. On your opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up. And now
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for the marker. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to...
Snags it, and there's running room. The 50. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Out wide right, it's Scott. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pulls it on the option. Pitches it back. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, NC State.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Darian Mensah. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 2nd and long here. Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive, then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got him on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Right side, it's Lofton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Left side is Scott. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Drops back on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. On the option. He'll keep it on second down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll try to move the chains on fourth down. NC State comes to the line. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he's got some space. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here's Mensah to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Mensah. Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Trying to make one miss. He gets a block. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st. Right side, it's Scott. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. Makes the catch. It's Snow. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down, going to throw it. That's caught. It's Snow. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Rashad Downs going up top. Unloads in the nick of time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the edge. Keeps it on the option. Past the 6. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Trying to get the corner. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's Sam Houston State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He's stopped. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Rush right in his face. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Off play action on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great returns with this field position. Great place to start for this offense. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Hits inside, it's Scott. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. NC State going up tempo. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Scott. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here's Mensah to throw. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught on the RPO. At the 45 on his way. Makes the grab in their space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Making the adjustment. Straight ahead, it's Scott. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen. Back drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
3rd and long coming up. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Working the middle, it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it himself. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Canes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David. It's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them run it all the way to the house and add to their lead.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. Looking down the middle, and he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Hits the accelerator to the right. He takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Going for it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keep it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Out wide right, it's Snow. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a bet.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Making the adjustment on the play. Snapped on fourth down. Right down the middle. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and 4. Mensah. He's got it. Touchdown, Canes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Pulls it. Quarterback keep. The give. There he goes. He's inside the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. He'll toss it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Holds on, it's Snow. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Drives inside. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. NC State quick to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Looking for the two-point try. They want to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Lucky to get it off.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll ride him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll run it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.